Yo, it's your boy Lil Floyd. So in this chapter, it was more like a sitcom. It was like funny, but yeah, you had to be serious at the moment. So let's talk about the first part. We see Naruto's dad Minato tearing up because his son is growing up so fast, doing such great things in the moment, and everybody's like, yeah, wow, gosh, yes. And the stuff that's not important. The stuff is not important. Okay, but let's be serious. Well, we see Naruto, and he goes into Kurama mode, and he starts charging full speed towards Obito, and everybody's like, no, not everybody. Let's get to the second Hokage. The second Hokage's like, dude, did we not just get done talking about how you need to use natural chakra? And then Naruto's like, oh, and he's like, Sakuga is like, can you get any more stupider? and, then, and then everybody else goes to forest just talking about him. Sasuke was first amazed at Naruto, but when second Hokage pointed out that Naruto was charging full speed, Sasuke goes and says it's a waste of chakra on one person because Naruto's pretty stupid at the moment. His dad goes so far to stop claiming him. He starts to question whether his tears are tears of joy or not. So that was kind of funny to me. But but Naruto but I knew this ahead of time. What I'm about to say I knew ahead of time, but I didn't think Kishimoto was gonna allow Naruto to use it, because nobody really thought that there was gonna be a next level ninja higher than Naruto's ability. So for Kishi to allow him to do what I'm about to tell you, it was just like it would have been unfair in the ninja world. He has to be fair. You can't just make somebody so powerful or put them on such a pedestal that they can't get knocked off. So what he does is the Kyuubi does. He brings up when Naruto was fighting the Gato. Does everybody remember that? Yeah, I mean, if you don't, I mean, you need to go back because you're pretty. That's sad. But but Naruto brings up. Kyuubi brings up when Naruto fought Nagato, and when he met up, remember when he was in such a rage that he didn't have enough time to go out of Sage mode, but he was still in Kyuubi in the GOB mode. It was an in between power, and everybody, not just me, everybody. I see a couple updates and I see a couple pictures online. Everybody thought the same thing. He was like, but what I thought was that Kishi was gonna be like, oh well, he's too powerful. We can't do that. Let's go ahead and just take it out the chapter. It was just a moment. But what Naruto does is he's like, oh, what Kyuubi does is he just brings it up and makes it known that you could have used both powers at the same time, but he says his ego got in the way. He felt that, you're using all this power, but you got mine right here. It's basically turned to a female. You got all this booty right here, but you want her over here. What you want then? So nobody showed up. But that's what he that's basically what he was saying. So what Naruto does is he goes into Sage mode while he's in Kyuubi mode. So it's beautiful. It's beautiful. Yes, yes. We've been waiting. We've been waiting for this. Where have you been? Nah, but yeah, he goes into Kyuubi. He goes into Kyuubi mode while he's in Sage. I mean, he goes into Sage mode while he's in Kyuubi mode. And when he does, he's just like the natural flow of chakra just it overwhelms him. He even says that it's coming so fast. That didn't come out right. And his dad's just like, wow, you're so amazing. If you were my son, I'd suck your dick. What? Huh? No. Stop, Dad. No. But the second guy, yeah, he just likes what he's doing. I, um, what they first do is Naruto's dad attempts to make a Rasengan while in Kyuubi mode as well. It was, why am I saying Kyuubi mode? Why didn't I say Kurama mode? He attempts to make I mean, because it's Kurama, so it would make sense to me. He attempts to make a Rasengan while he's in Kurama mode. That just sounds dumb though. He attempts to make a Rasengan while he's in Kyuubi mode, and it's pretty big. I'm thinking it's gonna do something, but it doesn't. What what happens is he has Naruto put some sage, magical sage chakra on the jutsu, but what happens is Obito just dodges. It's just like whew. The Thunder God technique. Basically, they were using the Thunder God. The Thunder God technique doesn't work all the time. Because what they did was they had the second Okage come and teleport it, but it wasn't gonna work because Obito had already telegraphed the attack. He knew ahead of time what was gonna happen, planned ahead. He was gonna move out the way, and I mean after that failed attempt, Naruto, he's become a better leader as the chapter progresses. He's thinking ahead. He's not using dumb moves. He's being smart. So what he does is he creates this big Kyuubi bomb, or Kyuubi bomb, or Jinjuriki bomb, the Beast bomb. Yeah, I don't remember what it's called. He creates this big Beast bomb, and when he does, the sage, it's sage chakra in it, so it's no telling what kind of damage it can do to Obito. So his dad's like, wow, wow, wow. The second Okage's like, you the man. You almost as strong as my brother, but you, boy, you're the man. Yeah, you're the man. And Sasuke's just like, you ain't tell me he was this strong, man. Hey, man. God damn. But long story short, Obito still has a trump card. Team Uchiha. What? Can you say it? Team Uchiha. But no, Obito goes and says, well, let's do this. He starts to choose. He starts to choose Sekage. I think that's the moon taijutsu. Is that what it is? The moon taijutsu. So he's starting it ahead of time. Madara notices, so he's like, man, you don't slow down. But yeah, he starts the moon taijutsu, and I'm thinking, it's the fight ain't over yet. They still got a long way to go. Naruto's he's showing a lot of good talent and jutsus and all that other stuff that talented ninjas go on to do, but the battle's not over yet. Just cause Naruto finds another way to amaze us doesn't mean necessarily that Obito doesn't have another way to beat him. But what I can say is I think we're nearing the end of this battle, at least with Obito, because with Naruto discovering that Sage can affect him, that leaves an opening for Orochimaru and Tsunade. I don't know I wouldn't say that per se, because I don't know, because did Orochimaru, they don't tell us, did Orochimaru ever graduate from the Dragon Sage? I don't know, but I know Tsunade might have. I don't know. But as far as I can tell, battle isn't over yet. I'm loving the fight. Naruto's dad is looking to cry. Nah, I'm gonna stop playing with y'all. But that's it. I want y'all to like, subscribe. Tell your friends about me, man. Tell your friends about me. Deuces, man.